everyone, we're going to use half angles formulas to show that if z equals tan of alpha divided by 2, then sine of alpha equals 2z divided by 1 plus z squared. So the first thing we're going to do is take our formula z equals tan of alpha divided by 2. Now we're dealing with sine of alpha. So I'm going to use this formula here with the sine, and I'm going to write this tan of alpha over 2 as 1 minus cosine of alpha divided by sine of alpha. Again, this equals z. Now if I cross multiply, I get this equals z sine of alpha equals 1 minus cosine of alpha. Now, next thing I'm going to do is write my cosine of alpha as with sine, because we need sine. So let's see, sine squared, I didn't put that on there, sine squared plus cosine squared equals 1. So I know that cosine squared of alpha equals 1 minus sine squared of alpha. So if you square root both sides, cosine of alpha equals this. All right, so that's, I'm going to substitute. So I have z sine of alpha equals 1 minus square root of 1 minus sine squared of alpha. Now I'm happy because I have everything in terms of sine. I don't want any cosines in here. So now let's go ahead and subtract the 1 from both sides. This 1, subtract 1. So I get z sine of alpha minus 1 equals negative square root of 1 minus sine squared of alpha. Okay, the next step I'm going to do is square both sides. I'm going to square this, and I'm going to square this. This is going to be real quick. Put it down here. Z squared sine squared alpha minus 2z sine of alpha plus 1. And then I'm going to do this on the next slide. So I just wanted to show you this. This is just your a minus b squared equals a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. All right, so let's do that. And when I square this right-hand side, the negative is going to go away, and so is the radical. So the next thing we're going to have is z squared sine z alpha minus 2z sine of alpha plus 1 equals, again, the negative goes away, so you have 1, and so does the radical, sine squared of alpha. All right, now what happens is the 1's go away, and I can go ahead and subtract, let's see, let's divide, what I want to do is put this on the left-hand side, or right-hand side, and put this on the right-hand side. So I'm grouping my like terms together. I have z squared sine c alpha, and I'm going to add this to both sides. So I get plus a sine c alpha, and then I'm going to add this part to both sides. So this will give you 2z sine of alpha. All right, now let's go ahead and factor out a sine squared. And that's going to give me a z squared plus 1 equals 2z sine of alpha. Now we can divide both sides by sine of alpha. This gives me sine of alpha, because this goes into it one time, sine of alpha. times z squared plus 1 equals 2z. Then all you have to do is divide both sides by z squared plus 1, z squared plus 1. That's going to give you sine of alpha equals 2z divided by z squared plus 1, which is our desired result. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.